In the bustling city of Lagos, where the hum of traffic mixed with the voice of the street vendors, named a girl called Isioma. One day Isioma sat in her worn uniform at the back of the classroom, hardly expecting her name to be called. But when the principal announced her as the winner of a prestigious scholarship, everything changed. The room erupted in applause, and her heart raced with disbelief. Her family, barely making ends meet, had pinned their hopes on her education. This scholarship would open doors she never imagined. However, as the reality set in, so did the fears of what this new world of privilege might demand from her. Stepping into her new school, Isioma felt like an outsider. The students wore designer clothes and discussed vacations in places she'd only seen on TV. She kept to herself, clutching her books tightly, hoping no one would notice her second-hand shoes. But she couldn't escape the curious glances and whispered conversations. She met Tond, a popular and wealthy student, who seemed to take an interest in her. Though she was flattered by his attention, Isioma remained cautious, unsure of his true intentions. At home, Isioma's life was the opposite of what she experienced at school. Her mother worked as a market woman, and her siblings shared a small, cramped room. Although the scholarship covered her tuition, the stark contrast between her two worlds weighed heavily on her. While her classmates worried about fashion trends, Isioma worried about making ends meet. She found herself torn between embracing this new life of privilege and staying true to her humble roots, not wanting to lose the values her family had instilled in her. Tond, with his smooth charm and confident smile, became more persistent in his efforts to win Isioma over. He invited her to exclusive parties, offering to buy her gifts and promising to introduce her to a world of luxury. Isioma hesitated, intrigued by the idea of fitting in but wary of what accepting his offer might mean. Though she enjoyed his company, she couldn't shake the feeling that their lives were too different. Deep down, she knew that wealth didn't define her worth, but the temptation was growing. In the midst of her struggles, Isioma found an unexpected ally in Amora, another scholarship student. Amora, too, had faced the same feelings of isolation and unease in their privileged environment. The two girls bonded over shared experiences and dreams of bettering their families. Amora reminded Isioma that they didn't need to change who they were to fit in. Together, they navigated the complexities of their new school, supporting each other as they faced both challenges and triumphs. As time passed, Isioma felt increasing pressure to conform to the standards of her wealthy classmates. From their designer clothes to their lavish lifestyles, she constantly felt out of place. Tond, ever the smooth talker, urged her to embrace this new world fully, saying it was a chance to escape her old life. Yet, something inside Isioma resisted. She knew that changing to fit in wouldn't bring her true happiness. She began to question what truly mattered in life, the approval of others or staying true to herself. At home, Isioma's family continued to struggle. Her mother's health was failing, and medical bills were piling up. Though she excelled academically, the weight of her responsibilities at home grew heavier each day. Her siblings relied on her for guidance, and her family's situation reminded her of the realities of life outside her privileged school environment. She realized that while wealth could solve many problems, it couldn't replace the love and strength her family provided. It was in these moments that Isioma found clarity about what truly mattered. Tond's interest in Isioma intensified, and he made his intentions clear: he wanted her to be his girlfriend. Though flattered, Isioma was conflicted. She had grown fond of Tond, but she couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that they came from different worlds. Accepting his offer would mean stepping into a life of wealth and status, but at what cost? She reflected on her values, her family's struggles, and the friendship she had built with Amora. The decision weighed heavily on her, but she knew it was one she had to make soon. After much thought, Isioma decided to stay true to herself. She politely declined Tond's offer, explaining that while she valued their friendship, she wasn't ready to change who she was for anyone. Ton was surprised but respected her decision. Isioma felt a sense of relief wash over her, knowing that she had made the right choice. She realized that fulfillment came from within, not from external validation or wealth. Her focus shifted back to her studies and her future, determined to make her family proud on her own terms. As the school year progressed, Isioma excelled academically and gained the respect of her peers. She remained close to Amora, and together they navigated the challenges of balancing their new opportunities with their humble beginnings. Isioma's family situation slowly improved, and she found ways to give back to them, not through material wealth, but through love and support. She had learned that true success wasn't about fitting into a world of privilege but about staying true to her roots and finding happiness within.